My name is Marisa Gunther, and I'm the owner of Soup du Jour. Here at Soup du Jour, we have some favorite desserts, and one of them is the caramel cappuccino mousse. Today I thought I would show you how I make that cake. So we'll begin with the wet ingredients. Our first ingredient is 2 cups of milk, 1 cup of water, 2 eggs, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then we go to our dry ingredients, which are 2 cups of sugar, 2½ cups of flour, and our leavening is 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, 1½ teaspoons of baking soda, and then 1 teaspoon of salt. We mix it all together, and we will bake it in a 10-inch baking pan in a 350 oven for about 30 minutes until a toothpick comes out.
Can't take my eyes off you.
Now we're going to make the cake first. So we're going to add 1/2 cup of oil, 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of water. Next, we'll add 2 eggs, and that is our wet ingredients. No need to sift. We're going to add 2½ cups of flour, that's all-purpose flour, 2 cups of sugar. Our leavening agents are 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, 1½ teaspoons of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. To flavor all this, we use 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and use a good vanilla. We're going to use a whisk attachment and put it in our KitchenAid. All right, it's all set. Now we're going to place the batter in a straight 10-inch pan. We will bake this in a 350 oven. It should take about 30 minutes or until your toothpick comes out clean. Try and get it as even as possible. The batter should be about equal in both pans. Okay. We will place it in the oven. Top rack is fine. And we'll start on the mousse. The mousse is very simple. It needs 5 egg yolks, 1 cup of half and half, 3/4 cups of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of Noxan flavored gelatin, 3/4 cups of an instant caramel cappuccino mix, and then we will need 2 cups of whipping cream.
What a wonderful world. I see sky.
For the mousse, we're going to heat up 1 cup of half and half. And we're going to add to that 3/4 cups of sugar. Whisk that together so that your sugar doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. Okay, now we need that to warm up. Not boiling, just warm. We want to mix our egg yolks. We're going to add the warm milk to the egg yolks, but make sure you temper the eggs first. Add a little bit of warm milk just to get them acclimatized. Then we will add that to our half and half. We want to get the consistency of a crumb glaze. And we'll let that cook for a little bit. In the meantime, we're going to bloom our unflavored gelatin. About 1/4 cup of water, and we're going to need 1 tablespoon of Noxan flavored gelatin. Okay, that looks just about right. I'm going to take it off the fire, and I'm going to add my gelatin. Blend it really well. We're going to use about a cup of this instant cappuccino mix and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Use a good vanilla. Now this is going to have to cool down to about room temperature. We don't want to add the whipping cream to it if it's still warm, because then that'll just melt the cream and you won't get that nice fluffiness. You can speed up the process of cooling this if you want to put it in a water bath. Get a pan that's a little bit larger than this, add some cold water and some ice cubes and just set it in there. That should take about a half an hour and you'll get it to the right temperature. Well, we're going to whip up about 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Make sure you... Okay, that looks just about right. And we're going to take a little bit at a time and fold it into our mousse. Whisk it in really nice so you get a nice mixture, just with the first initial bit of cream. Okay, now I'm going to add the rest of the cream, and I'm going to fold it all nicely together. So fold that in really nice. Get it all blended nice and even. Okay, I think the cakes are ready. Let's just check. Take a toothpick, insert it into the cake. See, it comes out clean. That means it's ready to go. Put them on a cooling rack and let them cool completely. And then we'll assemble the cake.
Part of yours was true, girl. Now didn't I think?
Now that they're cooled, we're going to unmold these cakes. I picked this platter to use for this cake. So we're just going to unmold it, just like that, very simple. And we are going to take some simple syrup, and I'm going to add some Kahlua to that. Gives it a nice flavor. Just add about, I'd say 2 tablespoons. You cover it liberally with the simple syrup. This is my trick for this. Works really well. I use one of the springform pans, place it around the cake, and I take my mousse, just pour it all in there, spread it out really nice. There we go. Now we're going to take the second layer of the cake, right out of the pan, place it over the mousse, and we're going to do the same thing. Just baste it with the rest of the simple syrup and the Kahlua mix. Make sure you cover the entire cake really nice. Okay, now this cake is going to go into a freezer for about, I'd say a half an hour, 40 minutes. It will make the mousse set really nice, and then I will show you how we finish it off. Okay, we're going to finish off this cake. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to whip up about another 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. This time we're going to add 1 cup of powdered sugar. We want to sweeten this up. And then we're going to add just a little dash of vanilla. Okay, now I'm just going to pipe the cream right on top of the cake. Just cover it with all these little florets. We just cover the whole entire top of the cake. And then we're going to finish it off with a little dusting of cocoa powder and cinnamon. I like to dust it through a sifter so that you don't get big clumps. There we go. Enjoy. Well, thanks for spending this time with me, and next time we'll work on my wedding soup. I know everybody likes that, so I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.